This is Chris Barnhart, and we are lucky enough to have with us today Lupe Escobar from Brandon Regional Hospital, who just finished an install with the Paladin equipment management rail. That's really interesting. So, Lupe, we're glad to have you with us today.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be with you.
Can you tell me the actual scope of the project? I know that it went into an ER area. Is that correct?
Yes, it went into one of our trauma rooms.
Now, have you used the Paladin equipment management rail before?
No.
Have you used a rail system before, or is this concept brand new to you?
We have the rail system, but this system seems to be a little bit more durable and sturdier.
Well, then backing it up, when you initially met with Paladin and they introduced this concept to you, was there a deciding factor that they talked about that you said, oh, wow, that's exactly what we need?
Yes. They were talking about doing a different setup, requiring louvers with bins, open bins.
Okay.
And then they came with this system, and we really liked the system, so we wanted to try it out to see how it was going to affect our ER and try to cut back on some inventory items.
Oh, that's interesting. So you were able to cut back on your PAR inventory levels by integrating the rail system.
Correct.
Were there any other factors that came into play?
Yes, we were using steel, kind of like roll-around racks.
Okay.
We had two big roll-around racks. They were about 6 foot by 3 foot.
Right.
So we were able to eliminate those two racks on top of eliminating a probably 6 foot by 2 foot cage. We called it a cage, where we locked up all our stuff that had medication and things like that. So we got rid of those, and we also got rid of two IV carts that we used for other items in them. So we really did scale down a lot of product in that trauma room.
Which goes back to your inventory control and reducing the inventory in the room then.
Correct.
Wow, and it also opens up a lot of floor space. It probably makes the room feel a lot larger.
Yes, and all the staff was very happy because now we can work around when we do have a emergency situation, a code, things like that. So now the room is a lot larger, like you said, and we're also a facility that has residents here, so the residents are able to observe from afar, opposed to everybody cramming in a room that was way crowded. So now it gives an opportunity for teaching also.
Well, that actually is a staff safety issue then, because that actually gave you more room with less likelihood of people tripping and falling into things.
Correct.
That's really neat. Did you know that going into it, or was that a surprise to you?
Actually, at first when we were installing it, I kind of was leery about the bins that we were using and just the overall concept when we were putting it up. It wasn't what I imagined, but when we were done and we actually got to fill all the bins and all the inventory and things, it really opened my eyes to the opportunities that was available in that room. And it really did change the way I looked at the system.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you for taking the time.
Well, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share my experience of the new system.